Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English for All. My name is John.
And hello from me, I'm Roxy. We are so happy to have you here today for a brand new episode of Real English Conversation.
Exactly. If you want to improve your spoken English, listen to real vocabulary, and feel confident, you are in the right place.
Today, we have a fantastic topic for you. It is something we talk about every single week with our friends, our family, and our colleagues. Today, we are talking about weekend plans.
Yes. What are you doing this weekend? That is a question you hear all the time. Today, you will learn exactly how to answer it simply, clearly, and naturally.
But before we begin, please take 1 second to click that like button and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us make more lessons for you.
Go ahead, click subscribe. Done? Perfect. Now, let's explain how today's episode works. This is an interactive episode. The format is very simple. Listen, discuss, and listen again.
First, John and I will have a short, natural conversation about our weekend. Just listen. Don't worry if you don't understand every word.
Second, we will look at the dialogue together. We will break down the grammar, explain the key phrases, and give you very easy examples.
Third, and finally, you will listen to the conversation one more time. You will see how much your understanding improves.
Are you ready? Let's start with step 1. Listen to our short conversation. Hey Roxy, Friday is finally here. Do you have any plans for the weekend?
Hey, John. Yes, I do. On Saturday morning, I am going to sleep in. I am so tired from work. Then, in the afternoon, I am going to meet a friend for lunch.
That sounds nice. Where are you going?
We are going to a small cafe in the city center. I love their sandwiches. What about you, John? What are your plans?
Well, on Saturday, I am going to clean my apartment. It is a bit messy. But on Sunday, I plan to relax. I am going to watch a football match on TV and cook a nice dinner.
That sounds like a perfect Sunday. I hope your team wins.
Thanks, Roxy. Have a great time with your friend.
Great! That was our dialogue. Now, let's move to step 2. Discuss. Let's analyze the phrases we used. You are doing fantastic just by listening. Let's make it clearer.
Let's start at the very beginning of our conversation. I said, Friday is finally here. The word finally is very useful. It means something happened after a long time.
Yes, we use it when we are happy that the work week is over. Friday is finally here. Repeat after me. Finally. Good job.
Then I asked Roxy a very common question. Do you have any plans for the weekend? This is the standard question to start a conversation about the weekend. Roxy, can you break down the word plans?
Of course. A plan is something you decide to do in the future. It is not a surprise. You thought about it before. For example, my plan is to read a book.
Exactly. And in my question, I said, any plans? We use any in questions. Do you have any plans? Roxy, what was your answer?
I said, on Saturday morning, I am going to sleep in. Oh, I love this phrase. To sleep in. John, can you explain what sleep in means?
This is a brilliant phrasal verb for beginners. To sleep in means to stay in bed and sleep later than usual in the morning. For example, from Monday to Friday, maybe you wake up at 6 a.m. for work. But on Saturday, you sleep until 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. You do not set an alarm. That is sleeping in.
Yes, I always sleep in on Saturdays. Let's look at the structure I used. I am going to sleep in. Here, we use be going to for future plans.
That's a great point, Roxy. Let's look at that grammar closely. For A2 learners, be going to is your best friend for talking about the weekend. I am going to, you are going to, he, she is going to, we are going to, they are going to. After this structure, you just add a simple verb. For example, I am going to clean. I am going to watch. I am going to eat. It is very regular and very easy to use.
Let's practice together. Say it out loud with me. I am going to relax. Brilliant. Another one. I am going to cook. Excellent. You are improving already.
Now, let's look at the next part of Roxy's plan. She said, then, in the afternoon, I am going to meet a friend for lunch. Notice the time marker, in the afternoon.
Yes, we use prepositions of time carefully here. We say, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but we say, at night.
Perfect. And for days of the week, we always use on. For example, on Saturday, on Sunday. So Roxy said, on Saturday morning, in the afternoon. This makes your sentence very structured.
I also said, I am going to meet a friend for lunch. To meet a friend means to come together with someone to spend time. It is very natural. You don't need to say, I have a rendezvous. No, meet a friend is much better and more casual.
Let's give some simple, real-life examples using meet. I'm going to meet my brother at the station. Let's meet for a coffee.
After I explained my Saturday plan, John said, that sounds nice. Where are you going? The phrase, that sounds nice, is a wonderful way to respond to someone's news. It shows you are listening and you are happy for them.
Yes, you can use that sounds with many adjectives. That sounds great. That sounds fun. That sounds interesting. It is a great conversation connector. Practice saying it. That sounds nice. Great job.
Then I told John, we are going to a small café in the city center. I love their sandwiches. The phrase city center means the middle of the city, where the shops, restaurants, and cafes usually are. In American English, people often say downtown. In British English, city center is very common. Both are perfect for A2 level.
Then Roxy asked me, what about you, John? What are your plans? What about you is the best phrase to return a question. Instead of repeating the whole question, you just say, what about you? It keeps the conversation flowing like a river.
Let's practice that conversation shift. I ask you a question, you answer, and then you ask me back. For example, I like tea. What about you? It is simple and powerful.
Now, let's look at my plans. I said, well, on Saturday, I am going to clean my apartment. It is a bit messy. Let's look at the word well. We often start a sentence with well when we are thinking about our answer. It gives you a little bit of time to think.
And you said you need to clean your apartment because it is a bit messy. Let's explain those words. A bit means a small amount. It is the same as a little. For example, I am a bit tired.
And messy is the opposite of clean or organized. When clothes are on the floor or dishes are in the sink, your room is messy.
My apartment is sometimes a bit messy too, John. That is very real. Let's hear a simple example. My desk is messy today.
Then I used a different structure for Sunday. I said, but on Sunday, I plan to relax. Instead of I am going to, I used I plan to. This is another fantastic way to vary your vocabulary at the A2 level. I plan to relax. I plan to study English. We plan to travel. After I plan to, you also use a simple verb.
Exactly. And what does to relax mean? It means to rest, to do things that make you happy and calm, to do nothing stressful.
Yes, and my version of relaxing was, I am going to watch a football match on TV and cook a nice dinner. Here, a match is a game between two teams. A football match, a tennis match.
And you mentioned cooking a nice dinner. I love cooking on Sundays because there is no rush.
After that, Roxy said, "That sounds like a perfect Sunday. I hope your team wins." Let's look at the phrase, I hope. We use I hope when we want something good to happen in the future. I hope you have a good day. I hope it does not rain.
That is a very kind and supportive phrase to use with friends. And finally, John closed the conversation by saying, "Thanks, Roxy. Have a great time with your friend."
Have a great time is a standard wish. You say it to someone who is going to do something fun. Have a great time at the party. Have a great time on your holiday.
Wow, we covered a lot of great vocabulary and structures today. You are doing an amazing job sticking with us. Learning English takes time, but by studying these real-life dialogues, you are building strong foundations.
Absolutely. Let's do a very quick summary of the 5 key vocabulary words and phrases we learned today before we listen to the dialogue again.
Key phrase number 1, to sleep in. This means to sleep late in the morning. Example, I always sleep in on Sundays.
Key phrase number 2, be going to plus verb. This is the structure for future plans. Example, I am going to watch a movie tonight.
Key phrase number 3, that sounds nice, great. This is how you respond to someone's good plans.
Key phrase number 4, a bit. This means a little amount. Example, the coffee is a bit hot.
Key phrase number 5, I plan to plus verb. Another great way to talk about future goals or intentions. Example, I plan to read a new book this weekend.
Perfect. Now that we have explained every part of the conversation, let's move to step 3 of our format. Listen again.
This time, listen closely. See if you can recognize the phrasal verbs, the prepositions, and the future structures we discussed. Let's go.
Hey, Roxy, Friday is finally here. Do you have any plans for the weekend?
Hey, John. Yes, I do. On Saturday morning, I am going to sleep in. I am so tired from work. Then, in the afternoon, I am going to meet a friend for lunch.
That sounds nice. Where are you going?
We are going to a small café in the city center. I love their sandwiches. What about you, John? What are your plans?
Well, on Saturday, I'm going to clean my apartment. It is a bit messy. But on Sunday, I plan to relax. I'm going to watch a football match on TV and cook a nice dinner.
That sounds like a perfect Sunday. I hope your team wins.
Thanks, Roxy. Have a great time with your friend. Welcome back. How did it go? I am sure you understood much more the second time. That is the power of focused listening.
You did a wonderful job today. Every episode you listen to makes your English stronger. Be proud of your progress.
Now, before we leave you today, we want to ask you our fun community question. We love reading your answers in the comment section below.
Today's question is, what are your plans for this weekend? Or, if you want a simpler question, what time do you usually wake up on Saturday morning? Do you sleep in?
Tell us in the comments. Write a short sentence using the structures we practiced today, like I am going to or I plan to. It is a great way to practice your writing.
Thank you so much for watching and listening to Real English Conversation. Don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend who is learning English, and subscribe so you never miss a lesson.
Have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and see you in the next episode. Keep practicing. You are doing great.
Bye-bye.